Jake had been boxing for as long as he could remember. Growing up in a rough neighborhood, the boxing gym had been his sanctuary. The smell of sweat and leather, the rhythmic thud of fists against punching bags, and the camaraderie among fighters had shaped his childhood. He competed in numerous local and regional tournaments, earning respect and recognition, though he never quite reached the pinnacle of the sport. By the time he was 25, Jake had transitioned into a coaching role. He found great joy in training children, passing on his skills and knowledge to the next generation. His life seemed to be on a promising path. He was engaged to his high school sweetheart, Emily, and they were planning their future together. However, Jake started to notice something troubling. His vision was deteriorating. At first it was just a slight blur, but over time it worsened. Concerned, he visited a doctor who delivered devastating news. Years of taking blows to the head had caused severe damage to his eyes, and his vision would continue to decline until he became completely blind. Jake was stunned but decided not to tell Emily. He convinced himself that somehow things would work out. He pushed forward with their wedding plans, hoping against hope that his condition would stabilize. Despite his optimism, Jake's vision continued to deteriorate. His performance as a coach suffered, and he struggled to keep up with the demands of his job. By the time he turned 30, he was completely blind. The loss of his sight was a crushing blow, but Jake refused to let it break him. Unable to continue coaching, he sought out a new purpose. Drawing on his sense of touch and creativity, he began crafting intricate woven items by hand. Baskets, wall hangings, and decorative pieces. Each creation was a testament to his resilience and determination. Surprisingly, his new venture became quite successful. Jake found himself earning more than he ever had as a coach. Yet, the guilt of having kept his diagnosis from Emily gnawed at him. He had deprived her of the choice to stay or leave, burdening her with his condition without her knowing consent. The weight of his secret grew heavier with each passing day. One evening, Jake could no longer bear the burden of his deception. As he and Emily sat together in their cozy living room, he mustered the courage to speak. "Emily, there's something I need to tell you," he began, his voice trembling. "I've been hiding something from you, and it's been eating me up inside." Emily looked at him, her eyes filled with concern. "What is it, Jake? You know you can tell me anything." Taking a deep breath, Jake confessed. He told her about his deteriorating vision, the diagnosis he had received 5 years ago, and how he had chosen to keep it from her. "I thought if I ignored it, maybe it would just go away, but it didn't. And now here we are." Tears welled up in Emily's eyes as she listened. When Jake finished, he felt a profound sense of relief, but also an overwhelming fear of her reaction. "Jake," she said softly, taking his hand in hers, "I love you. Nothing will ever change that. I wish you had told me sooner, but I understand why you didn't. I would never have left you. You're my everything, with or without your sight." Jake felt a wave of emotion wash over him. He had feared rejection, but Emily's unwavering support and love reassured him. That night they held each other close, their bond stronger than ever before. After Jake's confession, their relationship entered a new phase. With the truth out in the open, they navigated the challenges of his blindness together. Emily became not just his wife, but also his guide and partner in every sense. They adapted their home to better suit Jake's needs, and Emily learned how to assist him without making him feel dependent. Jake's business continued to thrive, and he even started teaching blind and visually impaired individuals how to create their own woven crafts. His story became an inspiration to many, showing that adversity could be overcome with determination and support. One evening, as they sat on their porch, enjoying the warm summer breeze, Emily turned to Jake and said, "I'm proud of you, you know. You've accomplished so much despite everything." Jake smiled, his heart swelling with gratitude. I couldn't have done it without you, Emily. You've been my rock through all of this. They shared a tender kiss, feeling the deep connection that had carried them through the darkest times. That night, their love was more passionate and intense than ever before. It was a celebration of their journey, their resilience, and the unbreakable bond they shared. Together, they faced the future with hope and confidence, knowing that no matter what challenges lay ahead, they would conquer them hand in hand.